Gente, no vídeo de hoje eu vou entrevistar pelo Skype a galera do Drugslab, que são Nelly, Bastian e Rance, que são os apresentadores desse canal, que é um sucesso mundial, é uma loucura.
Ik ben Nelly. En ik ben Rens. En welkom in ons
Let me introduce myself a little bit. My name is Caio. I'm from Brazil. I'm a journalist here. And I also have a YouTube channel. And I came across your channel like everyone else did. Everyone our age. All the millennials in this world are watching Drugslab right now. This is very interesting because I had a feeling everyone talked about drugs in their small groups, but nobody talked about groups in the internet. And I really do have a feeling that if I did that here in my country, I would go to jail. So how did this channel happen? Like, it is legal in the Netherlands, and how do you become host of this channel?
Yeah, well, that's an interesting thing because it is something new for people in the outside Holland. But in Holland we have the television program called Spuiten en Slikken, and it means shoot and swallow. And we had it for 12 years, and so 12 years ago here in Holland, people were taking already drugs on television and showed people what it did. So for the Netherlands, it's not something new. But for the people outside Holland, it is, because they are thinking, what the fuck, how is this even possible? But we are kind of used to this kind of program.
Okay, so how do you become a host of Drugslab? What are the skills that Drugslab hosts should have to become a host?
Woo! I think you have to be good to work with other people, that you can trust each other, because
you have to be social.
Yeah, because we don't know each other before Drugslab, and before we was doing the first episodes, we came together to be more closer, you know, because if you take drugs, it's very heavy.
You have to trust each other.
Yeah.
Because you're very vulnerable when you're using drugs.
Yeah.
So it's very important that you can trust each other, and that was for me also. I wouldn't have done it because that's very important to feel comfortable with the team.
Right.
Yeah, I think a social part, and I think quite good mental health is so important. It's important, and we are honest. I think that's also very important. We can talk to each other, and we're not afraid to tell our opinion, I guess. And I think we are just normal people. I think we could be your friend.
Yeah.
So, and that was also the main reason why I said yes to Drugslab, because I was really anti-hard drugs. And until I think I was 22, I thought hard drugs, it would kill you. And then I heard my best friend that she took ecstasy. And I was like, what did you do? Why did you do that? I'm going to call your mother. I'm going to call your mother.
Come on.
But then I did my research on the internet, and I think a year later I tried ecstasy myself. And then I thought, okay, why I'm not going to do it? Because people are going to talk about me, and they know that I tried drugs on the internet. But I think it's more important that we are going to talk about this kind of things than just make people scared.
Yeah.
And just only say, drugs is going to kill you. Yeah, it is also a big problem. But there's also another side.
Yeah, and I think it's getting worse when you say don't do drugs, because people are interested in drugs. They want to experiment with it. When you close your mouth, when you don't talk about it, they are going to experiment themselves, and then the risks are very big, are bigger. So that's why we make this program, to educate.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say one thing.
Yeah.
We have the TV program for 12 years now. And in the Netherlands, we got the lowest rate of drugs addiction.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Yeah, so I think that's really interesting.
How was it with your families?
My dad was very scared at the first, in the first place, he really thought that I would be addicted soon or maybe die soon. But then I talked about it. I said, no, ecstasy is not the same as heroin. And I talked about it and I showed him the first episodes. And then he realized, okay, so drugs is not that scary or that bad that I thought, you know. There is a difference between ecstasy and heroin, but he didn't know it. And now he understands way more about drugs. And that's why I make this program.
Yeah, and my mom, she don't like it. She's worried about my health all the time. She said to me, I'm so worried, and blah, blah. But she's proud that I'm voice on Drugslab because it's so big. And my father, he liked it so much. Yeah, he's very proud. He always watch.
Right. What about you, Nelly?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of a strange story because, well, my father, I think, is really worried. But I think a year or half a year before Drugslab started, my mother died. So it was kind of a strange year when I started Drugslab. So I asked my father, what do you think? And I think also because of my mother, he said, girl, just do whatever you think is good. Just do whatever you want. I trust you with everything. But sometimes when I said to him that magic mushrooms, I said, oh, I really like that because I think it really made me healthier. And then I said, okay, that's the first sign of addiction. That's the first sign.
Next question. What went wrong? Because, you know, sometimes we wake up in a bad mood, and if you take something and you can get totally fucked.
There was one episode and the medical care had to take care of me, and that was with alcohol. And I think that was maybe the drug with the biggest hangover I did of all drugs I tried. So for me, that was a really eye-opener that I saw, okay, alcohol is very bad. It's not as fun as other drugs. The hangovers are terrible. So now I drink less than before.
Yeah, well, and you have to draw a line. You have to know your limits, I guess. Yeah. And that's also with drugs. It's also with alcohol. When we shoot, we just try something once, a certain amount, and we don't say, okay, we still have 6 hours to party. We take more. And I think that's also really important that you have to know your limits.
Who would you like to have as a guest at Drugslab?
You!
Yeah, you look very cool.
Thank you.
Have to come.
But I'm super lightweight with drugs, actually. But what's really surprising is that you guys in your country can talk about it.
Yeah, you can test it free, and that's legal. You can test your substance, and they call you, or you give them a bit of your drugs. They test it for you. They tell you exactly what's in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's like a hotline.
And the lowest drug addiction rate, right?
Oh my god, I wanna move to the Netherlands. Seriously, who would you like to get high with? Like an icon.
I know somebody. My father, he never tried drugs, and I want to smoke a joint with him one time, but my mom is always like, no, I don't want to. My father, he's like, I don't want to do it now, but if I'm old and I will quit my work, then I want to try it one time with you, because he's like curious about it.
You should do that. You have to do that.
Sorry?
You have to do that. You guys are super sweet. It was so nice meeting you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Right?
It was nice meeting you too, man. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, alright.
Are you a subscriber?
Of course I am. Of course. I show it to I watch it with my dad. You guys have...
Nice.
You guys have no idea. I'm a super fan. I think it's the greatest idea of the last years in the internet. Because I just... Like, the internet is all about that. It's like real people talking about real things. I think the Drugslab is just like one of the things that people like lost fear of talking. The other things are going to be crime, you know. We're going to be able to talk about everything for real.
Oh, that's exactly your...
Right? I think that's the point. It's not about...
Yeah.
It is about young people getting kind of fucked up, yeah, that's fun and cool, but it's so much bigger than that.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's really about creating an open, honest world where we can talk about everything with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Congrats. Good luck, guys. Okay, when this video is ready, I'm gonna send you in, and when I go back to Amsterdam, we're gonna get high. Okay.
Of course, man. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Go.
Ciao, ciao. Thank you so much.
Bye. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Que fofos, homem.